This year, we're thankful for one guy getting on a boat with extra hops. This is the perfect pour.
That's right. You better say
it was just one guy.
You better say a prayer.
It was just one guy.
Well, probably was just one guy that was just like, dude, we gotta hop it. Like, do you think it was a group? Like, do you think they had a one of those beer? What are the beer collectives called? And then when a town has their own beer people.
I am Sir Fuggle, keeper of the hops on this ship.
I say we have more hops on this boat, and we shall call it the IPA Boat. And I was like,
Bodie make IPA face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, okay, Bodie.
You.
No, they didn't come up with IPA until like midway around the Cape. Then,
yeah, well, because very improper to say IPA. They kept on calling it India Pale Ale for a very long time.
Nobody was caught on to nobody knew how to do acronyms and shit like that.
Or did they actually call it like almost like a story where they were like, this is pale ale destined for India.
Yes.
And that was actually the full name.
Hopped.
Or this is beer. Because, you know, it wasn't just pale ale. It was just, this is
ale.
Single beer, right? Because it was light beer, right? This is small beer destined for India. I don't know why I keep saying it like that.
Who was the guy? Let's get this. Who was the guy? Who was the guy that did this? Does somebody, because as many times as this tale been told, everyone like name a person, name names.
Okay, I'm Googling captain of the first IPA ship.
Who's at least the captain?
That's instant hit. Less than 30 seconds.
I'm writing that post now if nobody's written that post. Welcome to the Perfect Pour. It's a show about the IPA boat. I am Mikey.
I'm the Nick.
And I'm Rad Stacey most of the time.
For 2 hours, we're going to be talking about the IPA boat. What happened on that boat?
2 hours.
What happened on that boat? Who was on it? What other beers were on the IPA? Because you know there wasn't just IPA on that boat. There was somebody had smuggled some like peanut butter stout or some shit. And they're like, I'm not going to drink.
First dry hop peanut butter stout.
Yeah, some guys
found in an archaeological dig.
Some guys like, I'm not going to drink IPAs the whole fucking way. I'm going to bring some stouts on here. Everyone's like, no, you can't do that. This is the IPA boat. And he's like, shut up.
There's a weird myth, I guess, that's been dispelled about an IPA shipwreck in the 1820s.
Oh, ooh.
Could you imagine?
Oh, I want to get that.
The fish sure had a field day with that.
I bet there's some undisturbed bottles at the ocean floor that somebody could get out.
Original IPA.
James Cameron, can get on that.
Save it.
Yeah. Ooh, there's got to be some Egyptian beers that are somewhere, maybe.
Oh yeah, there's
sarcophagi beers.
Yeah.
You know, there actually didn't Dogfish Head made some weird like OG beer that was actually like all the employees had to chew on the grain in order to activate it with their like saliva proteins.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
It's like they were making an actual like old school beer, and I believe they said it was from Egypt, like the actual recipe, but only some people have this enzyme in their saliva. So they actually tested all their employees to see who had the enzyme, and the luckiest or unlucky ones who had the enzyme got to chew on grain all day.
That sounds
to mash it up and spit it out and go to the brewers.
That sounds like a brew dog thing, not a IPA era.
No, it was definitely Dogfish Head.
Okay.
I know it does sound like a brew dog thing, but it was definitely Dogfish Head.
We want everybody to spit on it.
Spit on it.
Look it up. I bet somebody listening right now knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Dogfish Head. I'm going to call it spit beer.
Gross. For the show, we're doing a little tailgating. I had a celebration from Sierra Nevada, but I was kind of bummed because I bought a new 6-pack at the grocery store, and I did buy it from the same store I bought my other 6-pack, and it was the same exact batch, time, and everything. So it's like super boring, and I'm kind of bummed now. But I'm getting ready to open something else. Nick, what do you have there?
I'm drinking on this 2015 Bigfoot Ale from Sierra Nevada. Oh. It's classic Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Wait, is it a new Bigfoot or is it a weird one?
No, this is the weird one.
Oh, nice. Is it good?
It's okay. It's lost its carb.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I shook it up.
Thanks.
Tapped on it.
Thanks a lot.
I shook it, sang on a key to it.
Why is it weird?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm tasting. Is the off-key singing.
Off-key singing.
Why is it weird? Why is it weird? What happened? Why is it weird?
It's okay. I don't know if I'd be disappointed if I paid money for it.
I'll let Brian know that you said that. I don't think he paid any money for it either, though.
What are you drinking, Rad Stacey?
I am drinking Straight Leg by Wondrous, I think is the name of the brewing company from Emeryville, California, donated to the show by Wazoo. Thank you very much. It has Mosaic in it, which my husband calls Funky Fruit Loop. The Funky Fruit Loop hop that he does not like.
Oh, boo.
I know. He was like, which beer is that? Oh, Mosaic. Oh, I don't want that.
I'll take all his Mosaic.
Mosaic hops.
Yeah, it's good. It has Citra too. And a little bit of wheat. No, wait. Oh, yeast. I thought it said wheat. It has yeast in it, obviously.
You say so.
The beer I was thinking of is Peruvian, actually, and it was called Chincha. Chincha. And they fermented it to 3.1% ABV.
Whoa.
And it's made from masticated maize, which is actually corn, not, which is a kind of grain, I suppose. 2009, that beer. See, I have a long memory like an elephant. I remember that shit. It's a while ago.
I just opened up a beer called Black is Beautiful Volume 2, a hazy IPA from OPB or OP Brewing Company, maybe? Oak Park Brewing Company up in Sacramento. It is a black brewers association. So obviously it has some black ownership of
nice.
Oak Park, and Wazoo Corvette donated it.
Oh, amazing!
It's a pretty nice hazy, actually. That's a nice beer.
Where is it from again?
It's Oak Park, and which is in Sacramento.
Sacktown, Bay Area, and back down.
All right. I think we're ready to get going here. I thought, unless we want to hear Rad Stacey do some more lyrics, which we can.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I can't be put on the spot. I just have to belt it out when it comes through my head at a high rate of speed. I grab little lyrics and just.
Who wants to start us off, Nick?
All right, so this dude right here, George Hodgson. George Hodgson is allegedly credited with making the first highly hopped pale ale in the mid 1700s.
And then he was murdered.
And then murdered by Greg Koch the 15th.
Greg Koch the 15th.
Oh shit!
Dang.
A duel through the time.
Sir, this is too bitter. I challenge you to a duel.
Did you slap me with your glove, sir?
I did. This beer is too hot, and it will in 200 years in the new country, it will become too popular, and you are starting us down a road of ruin. I shall duel you and kill you before you can hop again.
So what I want to know is when it says first highly hopped beer, what is the metric for that? Does it have any information?
First guy to think about.
First of all, what kind of hops? Because that runs the gambit, right? There's, floral hops. There's bittering hops. There's a whole lot.
Right. What's your hop profile?
Yeah. Or if they even know, hop varieties.
I feel like they didn't even have hops then. It was just like some rosemary.
Grew it. Star anise and
anise. Huh?
Star anise cookies are the best.
Well, what? So what was that guy's name again, Nick?
George Hodgson.
He sounds like a real exciting fellow.
So there should
George
be.
Hodgson.
Why does somebody not have a brewery named after him or a beer named after him? I mean, we've got Pliny the Elder. We got General Sherman.
Yeah.
I mean, why is this guy not have
Hodgson's ship beer?
Yeah, Hodgson's beer.
Hodgson's ship beer.
Hodgson's ship beer. For those long trips around the hole.
He had a brewery called Hodgson's Brewery.
Hodgson's Brewery.
And it stood close to the East India Dock, apparently.
We hopped for several minutes. We hopped this for several minutes.
He was a profitable Indian tradesman. Yeah.
Well,
this is exciting stuff.
This guy needs to be propped up more in the beer community. I don't know why nobody's giving a shit about this guy.
Right.
So let's all get.
Now they're saying this Burton-on-Trent brewery was actually the first one.
We're getting more information.
It was kind of so whatever I'm reading, which is beerandbrewery.com. I don't know what site you're on, but it says that they kind of merged together like their styles and everything that was going on, and then inspired Bass and Allsop, which I've never heard of Allsop. Have you? ALLSOPP?
I don't think
Allsop?
so.
Beer geeks and aficionados out there, if you have heard of Allsop.
Had my share of Bass though.
So he exported a version of October Ale, which I guess was pretty hoppy, to age for years in cellars or potentially on a ship.
Or, ship.
Yeah. But I'm not getting anything on exactly what hops. That's what I want to know. I mean, noble hops definitely came from Europe. So there's going to be a lot more floral and fruity, like softer fruits, berries, things like that. And then, all the hops that we're handling over here in the U.S. tend to be more citrus and pine oriented. So it would just be interesting to know. I mean, but all hops have that, what's the word I'm looking for? That ability to preserve. Mm-hmm. So even though they might not have that perceived astringency as some other, piney, citrusy hops, like even the floral and noble earthy hops are still great at preserving the wonderful flavors of a nice, fresh malty beer.
Sure.
Yeah, now. So culturally, that's what I have to say about that.
Okay.
Culturally.
I'm Irish, so Irish folks didn't really contribute much to IPAs. We were just like, oh, you threw on a bunch of weird burnt stuff and made a beer that we're going to call Guinness. Cool. We'll drink it.
Going to have a pint then. of ale.
A pint of ale. I've had 22 today.
If only I had 22.
And I plan on having
I'm still in double digits.
as well.
I still haven't hit triple digits on pints yet.
Did you have anything else, Nick?
I was digging. You got me curious.
Deeper.
What hops were available in the 1800s?
Find out,
and
or if
nothing,
there's, you know what? I have like a
nothing
book
says-
over here that probably has some information on it.
a big book of hops.
I do have a big book.
Nelson Sauvin. How much Nelson Sauvin were they using?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Citra and Mosaic.
That shit was still brewing along with like COVID-19. It hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
It was still underground.
Man.
Nothing definite quickly anyway, but whoa,
Brad
she got the
Stacey
big
is
book.
getting paperwork out.
Let me see what my New Belgium beer mentor binder says
Wow,
about some of this stuff.
right.
I don't know if I'll find it for this. Oh, look, I have a little tag right here, right? Taking me right to the hops.
Earl, this is where you want to go.
Yep. I think it's time
The
for another
first
beer.
documented use of hops in beer is the 11th century AD in Europe. It took until sometime in the 13th century for hops to seriously threaten gruit herb as the main bittering component in beer. The first documentation of hops cultivated in the U.S. was 1629. It does not exactly say what kind of hops, though. But that's still interesting, guys.
Yeah.
True facts. True facts. Come on.
I'm just
Did Nick leave?
I'm just hanging out listening. Yeah, Nick's like, enough of this shit. He's like, you know what? I'm done with this show.
So the word I was looking for was resin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, just like weed, guys. Want that nice
They didn't have
resiny
that
stuff
either.
to
Did they have that
coat,
back then?
coat
Yeah,
your insides.
I think so. Learn more.
Oh,
more
apparently
on
in
the perfect
2015, for the first time in history, U.S. surpassed Germany as the top hop producing country in the world.
pour. Oh yeah.
So as of now,
Eat it,
U.S., Germany,
USA.
and China. I didn't know that China is the number 3 producer of hops.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh-oh.
that either.
They stole them and reverse engineered them.
Yeah.
What
I
are
took
they
a test
doing
on this.
over
I don't even
there?
remember all this stuff.
What kind of beer are they making over there in China?
We'll never know.
Yeah, they're like they only release only what the state tells them to say.
Right?
Like you will not mention the IPAs, the hazy IPAs. That's very underground.
So,
Underground
anyway.
beer. The underground beer scene in China is wild.
It probably is.
Yeah, they have strong ales and banana stouts. I don't know. And any other things, Nick?
Looking out for beers. Nope, wrong group. Right group. Santa's Little Helper from A Pizza a Port. Imperial Stout.
They make that every year, yeah?
Yeah, but it's seasonal.
Right. Well, I think they should release it in like February,
Right?
just to be weird.
Get that Oktoberfest calendar. Oh, your winter beer? Yeah, we're going to release it in March. Sounds great.
So
I have a looking out for beer
Oh, okay.
also. Retired by Crooked Stave, which is supposed to be
Stave.
Fat Tire.
Crooked Stave.
Stave.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're
Crooked Stave.
doing a little play off of Fat Tire.
Yes. And yeah, I was sent the video by Mark and I was like, holy shit, wait, what? So Colin, Janine, I will Venmo you. Send me some of that. Go get it, find it, send it to me. I need it, because if it really does taste like Fat Tire, I will be really happy. It really is my favorite beer. And Mikey was super mean earlier and sent me a video of like, Dad, what did original Fat Tire taste like? And I really do want to cry when people ask me, what did it used to taste like?
Meme of a guy trying to stop crying.
Just cut, guys. I can't talk about it anymore. Speaking of New Belgium, they just named a new CEO.
Who dat?
And he's literally a kid.
He's a kid.
He looks like a kid.
He's 16-year-old.
Well, I clicked on it.
We're gonna clean this company up real good.
He kind of looks like he might talk like that. I don't know if you can see his face.
Like, yeah, we're gonna be real great.
We all took pictures like that, like in the Fooder Forest. Like everyone's like, I need my iconic picture of me leaning gingerly up against a Fooder.
Contaminate it.
His name is Sean Belanger, and according to LinkedIn, he and I both worked at New Belgium together in January of 2018, and January of 2018 is when I left New Belgium. So the likelihood of he and I's paths actually, crossing each other is very unlikely.
You didn't bump into him on the slide.
He looks like pretty much every other like bearded young kid that started working there by the time I was not wanting to work there anymore. No offense, Sean. I'm sure you're great. But as I delved deeper and deeper into all of the New Belgium news and stuff, I don't know why I didn't realize this, but they own a winery now too. And it's a group of wineries that includes Argyle. And I was like, how far out do the fingers of this giant corporation go at this point?
Wow.
And now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have been jaded. I should have just stuck with it, because I don't know, maybe that profit sharing check is fat now. Didn't used to be. Maybe it is.
Does the new guy, does he have a shacket on? Does he wear shackets?
What's that?
It's a flannel shirt that's like a half jacket, half flannel shirt. A shacket.
I've never heard of this.
And you'll see him in every brewery.
Sorry, like a shacket. Like you were like playing a joke on me. I guess I'm kind of wearing a shacket right now.
Yeah, there's female ones as well. It's not just male.
Are the female ones called like the flacket?
Flacket?
Why?
The flacket.
Oh my God, guys. I just got a new flacket.
I do like that New Belgium is still touting this, human powered, humans first and people before profits. But some of that feeling is just so lost at this point to me. I think that they're just saying it because they're like, oh, kids love it when we have these taglines. But
New Belgium fans love it.
They're in everything. At this point, like just everything. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in everything, but it feels like they have secretly diversified.
Sold out to another level.
You know what I mean?
Fat Tire alone could not save them.
They need to bring back Fat Tire. And honestly, I wonder if they're a little bit mad, because when I watched that video of the retired thing, it was a guy kind of reviewing it, saying it's really delicious. And even the Fat Tire social media was like laughing at it and saying like, oh, what a great idea. Shoot. And I was like, they should have done it, like bring back Fat Tire and call it like retired as like a seasonal and bring back the OG.
Yeah, man. Just like
I can't even tell you how fast
Coke
I would run
Classic.
to go buy that can 6-pack of cans. I really would.
You need to do
It's
it.
fast.
You would take the small train to Wasco for a fat tire?
I would take the train to Wasco.
Fat Tire Classic.
I will say train travel still excellent. It's a green way of going. I will also say that was a long fucking day on Sunday because you got to catch that train at 6:12 a.m. and you get to Jack London Square at 10:30 a.m.
Wow.
I had myself a glass of champagne at approximately 8:30 a.m.
That's the Crooked Bar.
Wait,
Right.
Wait, from Fresno you left at 6:30?
Yeah,
Okay.
6:12 a.m.
And you were in Jack London Square at 8:30?
No,
Oh.
I was drinking champagne at 8:30. I was in Jack London at 10:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. And you don't have to deal with traffic, which to me is the worst part of going up to the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the coming back on a Sunday, which we probably beat people coming back on a Sunday evening on the train as they're just gridlocked coming back down.
It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not as bad as not as bad as like leaving on a Friday or something out of town, out of the Bay.
The only thing that sucks is if you don't want to stay there as long, you know, you still have to wait for the 5:30 train to take you back home. And some people don't believe in investing in headphones and will just listen to their garbage ass videos loud for everybody else
airport
to hear also.
There's people that are just like they just think they're at their house. They're like, bro, this isn't your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually looking forward to just, you know, leaving my kid and their friend up in Berkeley while I was going to go walk around or take an Uber somewhere. And I was looking for I just thought that there would be, I wrongfully thought that there would be some cool beer spots for me to hit around Berkeley, and there are not. If anybody up there knows something that I don't, I was like Googling, I was searching, like it was trying to send me the Eureka Burger, which I'm good. I don't need to go to Eureka Burger out of town. Like,
Isn't there a place called Jupiter?
They probably had some good beer in there though.
They probably had better beer than where I ended up at, because I ended up at a complete. Oh man, it was. I sent you guys a picture. I think
that old bar. That old bar.
The Wild Fermentation Brewery.
Oh, dude, that fire. It needs fire.
Does that old bar have beer, like any craft beer in there? That OG, like the bar that Jack London probably actually drank at bar?
Yeah, so that's the First Last Stop, but that's in Jack London Square, which we really didn't end up spending that much time in because I ended up going up to Berkeley. And I wanted to go to First Last Stop, but then, you know, you have your kid with you, and it's like trying to balance all of that because you can't go in there, of course.
Well, you're not that far from, well, I mean, it's not in Berkeley anymore, but Faction is not that far away from that.
I've already told you my story with Faction.
Oh yeah,
that's in Alameda, right?
It's on the water. Yeah.
So I went to Triple Rock Brewing, and if the beer says anything about the food, I'm gonna say steer clear. But it was just like acetic acid, fruit flies everywhere, fisheye bubbles in the beer. I was not a fan of the beer that I got, which I got the Old Piccolo, which is an English porter. And I got it because it was actually hopped with Fuggle. And I was like, oh, that's fun. But it was not fun. It took me 90 minutes to drink it, but I wanted to get my $9 worth.
Well, maybe we'll hear more about
so I kept going.
Drinking. I can't not finish this. What's there? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, it's fine. That was it.
All right. Were you good, Nicholas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Looking out for me, it is back. Russian River's Pliny for President, which I think I voted as beer of the year a couple years back. It is coming back, and it didn't really make it to Fresno, but according to Russian River, they're all at their California distribution spots. They're sending it to their California spots, so hopefully it makes it to Fresno. Because I was relying on people sending it to us last time, so hopefully I don't have to rely on that this time.
Yeah, does anyone have any promos going on that we know of?
Promos?
For that, maybe? No?
They don't need to do any promos at Russian River.
No, I know, but like if not Russian River doing the promo, but like a bar saying like, "Hey, we got it. We're going to release it at this time" or something.
No, I don't think it. There's nobody is smart enough
cares.
to take it that serious. But I would be interested in that, but nobody else is. But hopefully the market will have these cans because they're beautiful cans and it's very good beer. Although they did change it up slightly this year. I guess they used a little bit different of a hop combo. So exactly like that. So I'm gonna only assume it's gonna be better somehow. Firestone Walker Brewing Company. These guys are from Central California. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're doing a Wookiee Jack, but it's called Arctic Wookiee, and it is a cold black IPA.
What?
lager yeast black IPA. And
wow,
these guys are crazy over there, man.
I heard on the grapevine that they're going to make pumpkin spice 805 next year.
No.
Nice.
Are they? Are you that joke?
About damn time.
I put it in as a request.
So you dropped it in the suggestion box on your way out. Huh?
And let's see, what was I saying? Get jack-o'-lantern or Union jack-o'-lantern IPA. So, I don't know. I was yoking with my friends from there, and I was like, dude, you should totally do a pumpkin spice 805. I bet you bitches would dig it.
They would get a lot of attention for it, at least.
I think they would. I think if they did like a April Fool's release of like, hey, our fall lineup is coming out early. Check it out.
Right. We can't wait.
Funny.
This is too good. We can't not make it right now. And speaking of our IPA, we've been trending on the IPA boat stories for a while now. Wing Walker Brewing up in Monroe or down in Monrovia? In Monrovia, which is like El Monte, Pasadena, not that far from Fontana. They have a new beer called Around the Horn, and it is an attempt to make the IPA boat beer. Like they basically recreated what they feel the IPA boat beer would be. So
I love it.
Our Fontana, the Garage Boys can go to Wing Walker and get the Around the Horn and tell us what it was like, what the IPA boat beer was like.
And please tell us what temperature.
Oxidized.
Yeah. I want to get the hop bill. I want the temperature. I want everything.
What temperature is it served at?
Yeah. It's
cask
ambient
conditioned, gravity fed.
It's
51 degrees.
It's ambient top side temperature. Whatever the temperature of a boat, the top side of a boat is, that's what it's served at.
Not the underwater part.
No. Yeah, you got to have like a little bit of salt and sea salts in there somehow, just to give it that IPA boat.
The salty IPA boat feel.
The barnacle.
You're like,
add a little barnacle in there.
You're like, I can taste the Indian Ocean.
So
that's why we're
so buoyant.
Untapped was talking about like rules for shower beer. Did you guys get that notification?
I probably did ignore it.
Or is it only me that gets these?
I saw the headline and immediately thought, I wonder if Red Stacey has rules for bath beers.
They're trying to bring back shower beers.
It says so in the shower. It says glass is an absolute no, but I always say glass in the bath, which is probably not a great idea. But I haven't had anything catastrophic happen yet. So
is Untapped like just getting around to shower beers right now? Like 10 years later,
like, hey guys,
they're like, what?
Did you know that people drink beer in the shower?
What? Have you seen this?
Is there a shower beer badge? Because there better be if they're going to do a story on it.
Yeah.
Location shower.
Yeah, I feel like
there should be a bath beer badge too.
Lazy with their badges. Like,
not all of us are shower takers.
Since they got bought out, they're like a little lazy with their badge work. I'm like,
They just let AI do it.
Yeah, they're just like badge.
Here's your "you drunk to death" badge. Wait, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead.
AI says that you should be dead.
I'm dead?
I'm getting better. I can dance.
I had enough bacon to reverse the effects of alcohol.
I haven't gotten any more Untapped DMs.
Speaking of bacon, hey, Central Coast, you guys think you're so cool, so special? Fresno's getting the first drive-thru Denny's. Huh? What do you think about that? Jealous?
Wow.
And so you can just drive through and get bacon.
Drive-through bacon.
Just get like 2 sides of bacon. And then they're like, welcome to Denny's. Can I take your order? And I'll be like, 2 sides of bacon, please. And that's it. And they're like, all right, pull forward the first window, please.
Sir, can you please park in one of the spots out front? We'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
I want it extra crispy.
Yeah, if you want extra crispy, you're going to have to go pull off to the side.
And 1 runny egg.
Yeah, 1 scrambled egg in the styrofoam box, please.
Just put it in a cup and put the bacon in it.
How unhealthy are we here in the Central Valley? We need a drive-through Denny's. Is that really what we need?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's basically what I've been going around town.
We had way too many clean air days last year. We need to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we got enough Teslas around. Well, we can drive.
Right. Yep. Electricity doesn't come from coal plants. I forgot.
Oh no, here we go.
So, is it an abbreviated menu though, or is it the full menu?
No, it's abbreviated.
The moons over my hammy and the whole shebang.
It's abbreviated. You're not going to be able to get everything at the drive-thru.
But
all the classic Denny's classics.
No special orders.
Yeah,
no
slam.
No substitutions. Just order it. It's not Starbucks where you you get the 5 different variations of one drink. Pumpkin spice flapjacks. No, those you can get year round. Those are fine. 559-492-0542 is the voicemail line of the.
There's going to be accidents.
Network.
People eating their flapjacks all sloppy.
Oh yeah.
I'm upset by this.
Is flapjacks considered finger food? Is that?
Well, now it is.
Roll it all up and just shove it in your mouth and then choke to death and rear into somebody.
Brad Stacey's not going to be able to get around this drive-through Denny's.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm upset about this drive-through Denny's. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, tell Mayor Dyer about it.
I'm writing a letter to Newsom.
Good punk band name, Drive-through Denny's.
Drive-through Denny's.
What the fuck is up, Drive-through Denny's?
All their songs are 1 minute long. They're good punk.
Oh my gosh, there's a kitten trying to crawl up my leg.
Blink-182 played in a Denny's this a like a month ago for like, you know, like a stunt. Yeah, what the fuck is up, titties?
Yeah, they like jacked that place up.
They jacked it up. Yeah, they tore that up. Those Blink boys.
Hey, don't eat the cord to my headphones.
Hey, perfect pour. This is Paul. Best thing that's happened to me in a really long time is the arrival of STS pills and Velvet Glow in 6-packs.
Yep.
Such a beautiful thing.
We have in Fresno too.
Oh my.
I mean, no big deal.
And they're in 6-packs in a box, not those stupid fucking plastic rings.
Yep.
That are such a nuisance. But I know I'm pretty predictable with the lagers these days, so I'm trying to stretch my wings a little bit and just make sure that I drink other styles here and there, which I do appreciate. Expanding my palate. But damn, I love the lagers.
You don't sound like you're.
All right. Hey,
you
could
like
you guys please keep up the good work?
Okay.
Cheers.
Fine. Keep up
Thanks.
the good work.
I don't have that right now. I'll get you that. Keep up the good work later on, Paul. But thank you. Thank you for the call.
I owe you.
And
Keep up the good work.
enjoying those 6-packs of canned Russian River beer. Now, it's not exactly the one you would want. Or, I mean, it'd be the one Paul would want or Rad Stacey would want. But most of us would want a different 6-pack of canned Russian River beer. But those are fine as well. There's something.
If you like beer, I guess.
Yeah. But, I'm not, maybe if we, you could have, well, you know what? I still respect the not canning plenty thing. So I think he should never can plenty, but maybe blind.
Well, I think it's silly to not, but that's fine.
No, I think it's better lore wise to never can plenty. But blind pig, I think you could do it for blind pig. I'd be all right with the.
Yeah. Can they get like the cool Sapporo cans, like the curvy Sapporo cans at least?
No.
No.
With the, what you want like a little widget inside?
I just want them to have like, they took the time to put their beer in different bottles. I want the same thing in can form. Okay. I don't want a straight 16-ounce can.
What if they did like an Illumitech that was the shape of the bottles that they made?
Yes, sold.
No, I don't like those.
Twist off top and all. I want the twist off top.
Yes.
I like the sound of that. It's like, well, I have my Perrier here was like,
yes.
You open it up.
Yes, I want.
You want that little cracking that those twist offs have where they're like, they're connected to the bottom of the top. And they do that little click, 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 click.
You're undoing a zipper for the first time.
No.
Those Illumitech, that sound just makes me feel like I'm at the horse races with my dad.
There you go.
Do you want another Coors Light or a Blue Moon?
Yep, in the can.
Do I have to?
Yes.
The answer is always
experience.
Yeah.
Not Blue Moon.
God damn it. It's working for
Damn
Paul's.
it.
It's working for Paul's. Everyone hold on.
Hey, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Yodel lady.
Yodel lady who?
Why are you yodeling?
Oh.
Such a good one. Yodel lady who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Daisy.
Daisy who?
They see me rolling. They hate me.
Wow. That's like a
That's pretty good.
updated. That's an updated one.
That's
You're
good.
welcome. You're welcome.
I'll leave you a voicemail. You mentioned
All right, hold on.
perfect pour, Pittsburgh Tom here. I've been trying to leave you a voicemail like for the last 2 weeks and keep missing it. Wake up Thursday morning and realize I totally missed it, and I don't want to be caught in the world between worlds.
No, you should call in and make it
I've
weird.
been wanting to leave you a voicemail. You mentioned who would play you guys during an episode of Drunk History, which is one of the best shows ever.
Oh, yeah.
I need to find that and watch all the episodes. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but if someone knows, DM me and let me know where I can watch Drunk History, but I'll probably Google it after the voicemail.
YouTube.
I believe Prime and YouTube, yeah.
Here's who would play you three. Rad Stacey. Catherine Hahn. I had to look up her name, but, you know, the chick from Step Brothers, the redhead, the white, I don't know. She's like hilarious.
Yeah, okay.
Funny, like Stacey.
All right.
I think
easy on the eyes.
For Nick would be what's his name? Nick Offerman from Parks and Recs. He has that like personality, real monotone, deep voice, freaking hilarious. And Mikey, who would play Mikey? I had to think about this one because it was tricky, but I think Paul Rudd would be the perfect Mikey because he's funny. Everybody likes him. I don't know. That would be hilarious. I would like to see that episode. We need to get that made.
Jude Law.
Something else interesting. Tonight I was at the Manassa
the IPA
Brewing
Boat story on
small
Drunk
little
History.
brewery, local one, and they were having, my buddies were down there watching or playing Star Wars trivia, which I did terrible at, but I was on their team. We came in third place out of 11. Every question was super difficult.
Chewbacca's from
But
Kashyyyk.
while I'm there on the TV, I see in big letters going across, I don't know what channel it is, Channel 30, ABC, I think Northern Fresno. Big bold letters goes across. It says, multi-million-dollar senior center in Clovis. So keep an eye out for that. The senior center's coming to Clovis. All right, guys. Take it easy. Keep up the good work.
Senior centers in Clovis.
Pittsburgh Tom is out. Bye.
Bye.
Clovis is a senior center.
That's how that's how they, because there's like a California law to be like you have to do some infill, and Clovis is like we can't allow apartments. They're like, well, maybe we'll just do a bunch of old folks homes and that will qualify for apartments.
So speaking of Clovis, I've been listening to a podcast on conspiracy theories, and there was a character or a person involved in one of the stories I was listening to, and they kept referring to him as Clovis. And I was like, wait, is it Clovis? Is that how you're supposed to say it? Are we all saying it wrong?
Yeah, it's pronounced.
And now
Clovis.
I want to know. Call in and vote. Is it Clovis or Clovis?
The Clovisians would never allow that pronunciation.
Well, and I looked up the character to make sure that I was like, okay, let's make sure it's spelled right. And he did. He spells it like the town that I grew up in. Clovis. Yeah. I think it's Clovis. We're wrong.
There's a Clovis person that was like, there was somebody made like the first, I don't know. Never mind. I don't know why I brought it up. This is what happens when I bring up Clovis. Nothing good. That's what happens.
All goes bad.
See, I can't even get this right. That was from Paul earlier. Paul needed that. I got it to him.
So,
yeah.
Drunk History. I think everyone call in, vote in. I think we should have toward the holiday season in December. Let's actually meet in the studio. We'll all bring a sleeping bag because we're going to get smashed and tell the IPA boat story.
Yeah, let's all gather around on our sleeping bags and
It'll be really fun.
Talk about the boys at school and tell the IPA boat
We can paint each other's nails.
Yes.
Nice.
I want blue.
Perfect. I've got it. I've got every color.
Sweet.
Talk about which boys eat.
Do different colors on your toes. It'd be good.
I'm looking forward to this.
The IPA boat.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Completely.
Not driving. Hey, really quick. I left a voicemail. I sent it in, and it was Tuesday, and I said it was Wednesday. I guess the week was going by so slow. I thought it was Wednesday, but it wasn't. It's Wednesday now. So just letting you know, I'm self-correcting. Keep up the great work.
Sanger. That was needed, Scotty V. Boy, it is a good thing he corrected
Wait,
that.
what day is it now then? Now I'm really
I
don't even know who I am or where I am.
That was the one, if you remember last week, where it was the third one, and I said, nope, you can't do more than 2 a week, so that got cut off. Fucking rules, man. I'm all about the rules.
You're such a stickler.
I don't make them up.
Hey, yeah, I didn't make them up. I made them up.
Make them up as you go.
Hey guys,
when we're
What's
playing
going on?
card
It
games
is
and my
Colin
kid
and Janine.
makes up rules as we
with
go.
your weekly Jacuzzi update.
Oh,
We're in the jacuzzi watching the
yeah.
football game. We have LA Chargers. Is that
Chargers, yeah, because Broncos aren't playing until tomorrow.
a pretty good game so far? It's something to watch anyway. Something to do.
they turned the bubbles off.
Yeah, so we're just chilling
I know
out.
it's quiet.
We had a couple things. So we don't say we know the brewer as much as we know lots of taproom managers.
They're the guys you want to know.
So we'll
know
go to
the
a brewery and we'll be like, oh yeah, I know the taproom manager. Like, is Katie around? Because
Yeah. Katie gets us to hook up, or
Casey,
or Casey over at Four Noses, or Tyler.
Tyler Strange, or we know the taproom manager. So it's like
Yeah, we gotta find that the brewers are gone
I like it.
by the time you get there.
Oh, and by the way, Rad Stacey, Tim, the owner of Strange, is also the brewer. But you are he is the only one I know of though that is a brewer and an owner.
Well, no,
Nice.
Jordan over at Woods Boss. He's a
Yes,
brewer.
Jordan at Woods Boss is an owner and a brewer. Yes, so we know two, just anecdotally, but there are most of the time
it's a
you are
guideline,
correct.
not a rule.
Most of the time, I believe that the brewer is someone different.
But we do know the brewer.
We do know the brewer. We know the owner.
They don't care about you.
What's cooler to say? I know the owner. I know the brewer.
Yeah.
And we kind of went on a blind date ourselves with someone we met on Untapped.
Slipping into the DMs there.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, so this
Nice.
dude named Hop
we go.
Farmer was friends with both Colin and I, and one day he's local guy and goes around. So one day he was just like messaging Colin, and he was like, "We should grab a beer somewhere." So he met us at Strange, and we had no idea what to expect. We had no idea how old this dude was, what he looked like. Nothing.
Nothing. No picture.
No picture.
You
nothing.
didn't
Yeah.
ask
So
him, like,
I have
his fit
I have
or
my
his
picture,
badges.
so he recognized me. But he came up, and it turns out he was this like older dude with like white hair and a white beard, but he dyed his beard blue,
It was like purple.
purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had like a purple beard.
Different.
He was actually a cool guy though. He was fun.
Yeah.
So we just hung out with him all night at Strange one time.
So sorry about your breakup, though. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, sorry, Stacey.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's never fun when
kinda
someone
messed
breaks
me
up
up.
with you.
Condolences.
I know, and then I haven't gotten anyone
Well, we're gonna go
else.
the
No
whole
more
3 minutes
takers.
because we want to make Stacey happy.
Stacey needs to be happy. Yeah.
And so, real quick, we went to Glenwood this weekend. We tried a new brewery up there called Mountain Heart, and
Glenwood.
it was really good. So I had a hazy called Half Nelson, which was delicious. Really, really good. Other than that, we went to Carbondale. We went to Casey. Casey's always good.
Casey is one of the best breweries we got. It's
Yeah.
just amazing, and they do really good sours. But
Oh, now we went over.
keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Bye. Hot tub time.
Bye. Aw.
Nice.
No, keep going.
More
Can they,
hot
can they get a pass?
Yeah. And when it's 2 people, you actually get 6 minutes.
Well, yeah, they've done that before. They've done that. They pulled that one before.
Have they really?
They just wanted to get back to the hot tub and crank up the bubbles.
Yeah, temps dropping quickly.
Yeah,
Temps dropping.
yeah, it starts getting a little cold, and they're like, you
Kick
know what?
the heater on.
That's
this is-
awesome. Oh, and they said Glenwood. I love Glenwood Springs. It's like one of my favorite places. Did you know, fun fact about Colorado, they have the most lax funeral laws and regulations in the union.
Yeah, we know.
Doesn't really fill me with confidence.
Well, yeah, weren't they just piling the bodies up out back?
Yeah, that was just one place. I think most people are genuinely, in it for the right reasons. I think those folks just got in over their heads.
They got buried in paperwork.
Get it? Well, I think the worst thing is when someone was like, well, give me some ashes, but now I'm being told that they just identified one of the bodies as my person that I supposedly got the ashes back from, and the ashes were like cement.
I just opened up a new beer from Berryessa Brewing Company out of Winters, California. Separation Anxiety.
Winters?
Separation Anxiety IPA. Berryessa, it's up there. And
your dog shaking his
Mosaic hops. And it's from Wazoo Corvette. And Red Stacey's having issues with her.
I am always having issues over here.
Aminal issues.
That's pretty good.
My 80-pound German Shepherd came in and very
boisterously.
Yeah, boisterously. Saw this stuff jingle. So anyway.
Gentlemen, welcome to Wrestling with Beer. I'm your host of the Sky 91, and of course I'm here with
the Martina.
And we are currently at Rockaway Brewing in Queens, New York City, enjoying a Rockaway IPA and the beer that Mikey needs to be looking out for, Hawaiian Pizza IPA. We just came over from Ale White Brewing, where they had a nice little music band playing. We had a flight with some IPAs, a Hellas, and Imperial boozy stout.
Very boozy.
The preservative.
And so we're going to keep this real short, and we're going to hit you up from the next place after. Queens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestling with Beer. We are currently at
Fifth Hammer Brewing in Long Island City, Queens.
Yes, and we're enjoying a Fire and Rainbows and a
Workout Champion.
Yes, 2 IPAs. Cool little spot here. My second time at Fifth Hammer, Martina's first. So yeah, I think we're heading back to Manhattan after this and get some beers for the Zoom tonight. And what are we doing tomorrow?
We're going to run a 5K, which means we're going to go to bed early, right?
What the hell?
We'll see about that one.
You guys are brewery hopping and you're going to run a 5K in the morning.
Good word. Oh, we're not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Subwaying with Beer.
We're riding
the subway. Back to Manhattan. Woo.
That was it.
Wow.
They're on the subway. Hey, that was New York subway, baby. Call from Queens and Manhattan, all the cool shit.
I have never been to New York, and I would love to go.
I've been there.
Someday.
It's amazing.
Been there.
Really hope all of our folks on Iceland are good. Shit like erupting.
Oh, yes.
Volcanic activity.
Yeah. Our Icelandic listenership, we hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, and check in. Give us a call.
If anybody wants to, any Icelandic listeners, they need some housing. I'm sure the Perfect Port community is ready to accept anybody.
That's right.
Fleeing. Icelanders
don't believe that there is an outside world, though. They're just fleeing to nearby villages.
They're just they're just gonna get on a. I just imagine just get on a boat and wait for it to die down, and then come.
They jump on an iceberg and just wait for it to all
float around until it's done. And then they come back.
Yeah, but honestly, if you guys don't know what's going on in New Zealand in the south west side, it's actually just below Keflavik, which is where the airport is, and Reykjavik. The Blue Lagoon is actually closed because all of the fissures are getting really close to the Blue Lagoon, and I do wonder if it's going to change the Blue Lagoon. I mean, if it'll make it like unsafe to be in it anymore. Be weird. It's crazy. I've been in the Blue Lagoon, so I got to experience it. Sorry if the rest of you have not been able to.
We are watching. We are watching for as a Perfect Pour community watches Iceland right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Running with Beer. We're doing the Abbott Dash to the Finish Line 5K. Woo!
Woo!
They did it.
And we are almost there. We're across the New York City Marathon finish line. That's going to happen tomorrow. Oh, man, I need a beer.
Oh my God, I love
Ready
it.
for a beer?
Yes.
We'll see you at the next beer.
This is like Kramer's AIDS
beer. I'm
walk.
the Sky 91, and of course, I'm here with
The Martina.
and we're in Brooklyn, and we just hit up Talia Brewing, and then we hit up
5 Boroughs Brewing.
Five Boroughs. Yeah, Five Boroughs. That's what it was. And yeah, now we're going to get food. What we're getting for food?
We're getting a Berlin Döner Kebab, which is actually Turkish, but it reminds me of home, so it's German.
There we go. Yeah, and then we're gonna go hit up some more breweries, and yeah, so we'll hit you from there. Brooklyn. Hey guys, we are at Other Half Brewing in Brooklyn, New York, the OG location here of Other Half. Me and Martina are having a couple of tasters right now of some IPAs, and there was the
The 3rd anniversary, everything DC with 14.4% chocolate stout.
How is it their 3rd anniversary when I was here 6.5 years ago? I don't know, but yeah, this place is a lot cooler 6.5 years later, a lot less sketchy.
3rd anniversary.
Yeah. So we also hit Gun Hill's tap room in Brooklyn and Big Alice's Brooklyn location. Yeah, 5 breweries here in Brooklyn today, and yeah, so we'll head back to Manhattan now. Well, we have a couple more tasters to go here, but yeah. So chat with you guys tomorrow. Woo! And we're in Chinatown. Just got some dim sum.
I feel like we're just getting beamed like across time and space.
And then we found a small little nail brewery in Chinatown called That Which Ails You. Had a flight there of some beers, and yeah, now we're walking down to Lower Manhattan to take the Staten Island ferry over to, well, Staten Island. And yeah, and that's the bottom of the taster because it's Sky 91.
And the Martina.
Drank it.
Ah, thank you guys, Martina and Scotty 91. I'm getting a little taste of the New York brewery scene, so thank you for that. That was awesome. More of that. More of that. Let us all experience whatever place you're around.
Yo, what's up, Perfect Pour? Homies, True Your Beer here. I miss you guys. Haven't called it in a while. I've been busy, been doing a lot of industry stuff, trying to put my brand out there, homie. The True Your Beer brand. OG True Your Beer _ on Instagram. Go give me a follow. I'm private, so send me an invite and I will accept it, homes.
You gotta make that
check it out,
public,
homie.
dude.
Posole Palooza is happening this weekend, 2023, my second annual Posole Palooza. Let me go back and tell you how this happened. Last year in the summertime, we were at the festival, Lagerville, and the comment came up. We were having a conversation, and some industry people said that they love pozole, and it got to the point where my wife said that my mom told them, you haven't had a good pozole until you have had Robert's or True Your Beer's mom's pozole, and that's how it rolled, homie. I ended up getting a hold of a couple industry people, some breweries, and then people showed up. I had podcasters and brewers and brewery owners at my house last year for Posole Palooza. It was in December. So this year we're having it again. It's a month earlier in November. And so that's how it happened, homie. So I had Posole and we had a bottle share, a beer share. The only difference is we have Posole. You get invited and you pull up, and there's one, there's a rule that I kind of put out there the first year is, bring beer that you like to drink on a daily basis, homie, that you would love to share with your neighbor or with somebody, Holmes. And it doesn't have to be anything bourbon barrel aged or anything with high ABV or something you've been cellaring for a long time, Holmes. It's just beer that you like to drink on a normal basis when you're chilling, mowing your lawn, making carne asada, hanging out with the homies, you know, checking out the Heina across the street. You know, it's your neighbor, but the wife doesn't. You know what I mean, homie. So, you know, just a normal beer, just a regular beer that you enjoy that's craft and you want someone else to try it, homie, because maybe they never tried it, Holmes. So I will be having a couple for sure. I will have Celebration to Ale because of Mikey, because of that post, Mikey. So that's a beer that I will be sharing with my guests. Yeah. And there'll be some other stuff that I brought from San Diego and stuff from local for me. But just a couple of people that will be here. Oh, so back to my rule. So that's the rule, is bring something that, you know, but so when you get here, no one's allowed to open your stuff except for yourself. Whatever you brought, you're going to open. But there is a catch. If you brought let's say you brought a 4-pack of Sierra Nevada Pale, and it's a 6-pack, so no one can open it except you. So once you crack open a can, you can't pour yourself first. You have to pour somebody else before you pour yourself. So that gets you out there to mingle and talk. There'll be people with full glasses. You got to look for someone that has an empty glass. Hey, man, would you like some Sierra Nevada Pale Ale? Sure, man. How you doing? My name's Mike. My name's Mickey. And then you spark a conversation, homie. And then once you give him a pour, then you can pour yourself. I will have taster cups for everybody that I ordered. They're 8-ounce taster cups. Oh, I thought there was 4 of you. That's so funny. And then once you open that Sierra Nevada Pale, then that 6-pack is open season. Anybody can grab one. But if you do grab one, you also have to do the same thing and not give yourself the first pour. You got to give somebody else. Top pour. A perfect pour. The first pour. And start another conversation. So that was the rule that I put out there. Hopefully it's not a dumb one, but last year it worked. People enjoyed it. So I'm bringing it back this year, homie. So my guests that are that have RSVP that will be here, Ant-Man and Robin will be here. That's awesome. Derek and Brian of 818 Brewery. Derek is the master brewer, and Brian's a co-owner and financial advisor of 818 Brewery. I'm getting Taylor, the brewer of Shadow Grove, and their graphic designer, Leo, will also be here of Shadow Grove, the local brewery to my house. The sales rep for Ventura County, Enneagram, will be here. The brewer, Monica of Petals and Pints, should be making an appearance. There's a special guest brewer from not San Diego, but from Pasadena that gave me a thumbs up. He said he'll be rolling by and bringing some beers. That is awesome. And when he does pull up, it's gonna make me giggle because I love his beers, and just we'll see what happens. Tony Bags couldn't make it, but he wanted to. But Tony, I won't stop inviting you, homie. Who else? Craft Beer Republic, the staff, the guests, the crew of Craft Beer Republic will be making an appearance again. Also, the Booze League podcast, or now known Beer Life, will be here. Also, Mikey of the Taproom podcast is coming up. Brewski Bonds of the Chug World Order Nation is making an appearance. He's an Instagrammer that chugs beers on Instagram. You know, hey, some people like to drink their beers fast. Who else? And then my wife's cousin, she's dating an employee from Boomtown. He's coming down with some Boomtown beers. I told him to bring the brewer, so we'll find out what happens there. So there you go. That's just a few people that will be here. The industry, podcasters, and just regular Joes, like my brother and his fiance, what have you. So there you go. So my question to you, Mike, Nick, and Stacey. Stacey, you've probably hosted beer shares and bottle shares. What else can I add to make this a fun event? Something that just has people people are cool. We're all going to talk, but is there any other stuff that I need to do, or do I have it covered? I'm trying to make this event is my second annual one. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's going to just keep growing, because last year it was only 15 people. This year, I think I have 35, 40 people showing up. So the Posole count is twice as much. And I'm paying for that. I'm covering that out of my own pocket. Some people have asked, well, how can they help me? And all I said, just bring ice, because ice is a pain in the ass. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I got people bringing me ice, but
never have enough ice.
It is getting expensive, and with the way prices are going up, it's scary. So maybe I'll sit down with the team that shows up this Saturday, and maybe we'll plan something for next year where it's a ticketed event. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to charge for this. This is more of just making friends. But hey, it's a blast. I was getting text messages in late September. When is Posole Palooza happening?
Yeah.
From the industry, not from my friends and family, but from the industry people. And they wanted to know, because they wanted to invite other breweries. So I don't know. I might just be fucking doing something crazy with this shit. But there you go. Posole Palooza 2023 is happening this Saturday, November 18th. God, man. I don't know what else to say. I'm excited, and I'm happy that this shit is happening. And if you guys, like I said, if you have any info, some tips, send them my way. All right, I took too long. I'm sorry, Mikey, but fuck it. If Mikey, Nick, Stacey, if you guys are in the San Fernando Valley this Saturday, fucking text me. I'll send you my address so you can pull up and have some beers and some pozole. All right, this is True Your Beer. Y ahí te guacho. Peace out, eh?
I wish I could go to that. Yeah. I have to work at the cemetery on Saturday.
Let you go extra long there, because he had called in a few weeks ago, and I messed up and didn't play his call, and so I let him go. So, and it's Posole Palooza. I mean,
yeah, Posole Palooza is awesome. I do have a recommendation that I think it's an amazing idea to bring your everyday beers, because then people are hopefully not getting all smashed and stuff. They're going to be bringing things that are just kind of their crushables that they like to drink on the weekend. But maybe have somebody, or have everybody, encourage everybody to bring one weird, rare, or interesting beer to put into a pot. And folks can buy tickets for that pot, and then you can donate the proceeds from those tickets to a nonprofit of your choice for the holidays, or to help pay for a pozole. Yeah, do that too. Yeah. And then whoever basically wins the basket of beer, do a drawing at the end. So that's an idea.
There's some ideas for you, Chew.
Yeah, it's a good idea. What happened to Nick?
Yeah, Nick dropped out for a second.
Nick flew away.
I just think, I mean, Chew, if Chew's doing this event, he can't focus on his normal, high-level barbecuing skills, because he's got this other hosting thing. So I was going to say food, but, Chew can't focus on that.
Right. Sounds like Mom already has a pozole on lockdown. I made albondigas the other day, and I did a killer job. Everyone said it was absolutely amazing.
Okay.
So I'm not too bad myself out here.
Yeah, I think if anyone wants to give Chew advice, they can. But I think Chew's got it. I think he's fine.
I definitely think you've got it handled. Yeah, I would just say that maybe if you wanted to have some kind of special thing where everyone was donating to a cause that was important to the craft beer community, that could be a cool thing for, just to raffle off some cool, weird beer from all over the place. That's the only idea that I really have.
We have to start a fund to get to be able to resurface that boat that sank.
That's true.
Yeah.
The IPA Boat nonprofit organization.
Yeah. More museum, IPA Boat Museum. And that's what's important. That's what in this world right now. It's not the Middle East. It's about IPA Boat, and let's get this IPA Boat.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Not driving. So I have not listened to the latest show, but it's Wednesday, so I got to get this in. I did look at the show description, and I barely started to play it, and I heard Nick's deep, sensuous voice, but I don't remember what he said. But anyway, there was something about Veterans Day. So I'm going to say something beer-related connected to Veterans Day. So Incinerati made a Veterans Day beer called Thank You, I believe. And it's really good. It's very dry, West Coasty. Oh. It's got like a piney, resinous hop character to it. It's really good. Really good, folks. That's all I really got. I got to catch up. I got to listen to this show.
Yeah.
I do. Well, anyway. Keep up the great work. Sanga.
Sanga. I do like Incinerati.
Yeah. Mike does.
Speaking of Clovis.
Oh, God. Here we go. What else?
Oh, here we go. Oh, just the Riley's pub closure.
Clovis. Yeah, because Clovis is a shithole, and they don't have enough money to keep a brew pub going. So,
because that was being run by the town.
Yeah, North Clovis. Yeah, North Clovis shithole. So, but they're gonna open up their Madeira. Not Rolling Hills. I call it Rolling Hills.
Is 559 still for sale?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Shh, we don't talk about that kind of stuff.
Maybe the Triple Rock Brewing.
She called me up and left me a voicemail, but she didn't leave a name.
Thanks everyone for calling in. A nice eclectic mix of calls this week. Very much appreciate it. You can call as well, 559-492-0542, or you can email us either the audio or just email us and we'll read that as well. Next week it's Thanksgiving's going to happen before the next show.
Yep.
So don't this week, don't call and be like, do Thanksgiving related material because it's already after Thanksgiving. So, I want to hear about. It's going to be It's going to be Black Friday.
You can still have an attitude of gratitude if you like.
So I want to hear what is a beer? What is a gift that you would suggest to give to your fellow beer friend? Gift. Let's hear some beer gift suggestions. Next week's show.
Definitely beers around the world from World Market.
No. You
and Stacey just got kicked off the show.
Connection's
right.
so terrible.
You're fine. What about Beers of the Month Club? If you're gonna go reach back that far.
Oh yeah.
What was I gonna say? I think we might. I actually forgot to talk about this with Nick and Stacey, but we can talk about it later. But I'm thinking we might record a day early next week, so just a heads up for the voicemailers that might want to get it in a little bit earlier. And then we're gonna do a tight show next week because it's Thanksgiving, and You don't have time to listen to the perfect war, but if you do,
You mean Friendsgiving?
Friendsgiving,
Right, and it's a bye for my bowling league next week, so I don't have bowling on Wednesday or Tuesday. But I never bowl on Tuesday, so
we might be
that's always a bye day for me.
Might be recording on Tuesday. Just saying.
Confirm that.
_ Stacey, we already know you've been in the East Bay. You're in the East Bay boozing it up. What the hell? What do you want to tell us about it? Your beers.
Well, I already talked about Triple Rock. I hated it. It recommended that I go to Eureka. I should have just gotten an Uber and gone to Trumer because I heard that actually probably is a good time, and I didn't go. Yeah, just kind of boo on that. But I had what I believe is the best black lager that I have ever had, and it's the Bony Fingers black lager by Moonraker.
Okay, Moonraker.
Have you had it?
Nice Sacramento brewery.
Oh my God, blew my mind. It's like 5 stars. It was really good.
Nice.
Real good.
Good record.
Yes, highly recommend. Yeah, I didn't have a lot. I've been working a lot. I've got a lot of people out sick and blah, 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 blah. So I've been keeping the alks low so I can function.
What?
I know. I think I mentioned on the last show that I had the Shadow of Doubt from Russian River, which was awesome. There was a second one of that I had. And Celebration. I've had a few celebrations, and you know what? That is a damn fine beer. I feel like I kind of always forget season to season when it comes back out, and I'm like, man, this is really good.
Malty. So, I feel like it's I feel like it's a slightly maltier this year. I don't know.
That's probably why I really love it right now.
Yeah, you need that malt.
I do gravitate toward that for sure.
I feel like maybe you guys, the listeners, and you guys could tell me I'm wrong, but I feel like in my brain that Celebration used to be a little bit pinier. Like it's not as piney. I feel like it used to have some pine in there, and I don't get any pine now.
Maybe it has something to do with the water, the hops, availability. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I might be wrong.
The boat, length of time on a boat.
Yeah.
Length of time on the boat as it came from Chico down to Fresno.
They shipped it from the North Carolina through the Panama.
Yeah, it's the North Carolina fucker's fault. No, but I feel like, I mean, I definitely could be 100% wrong, but I feel like there's no pininess, no evergreen pininess that I feel like it used to have. I feel like it's not there at all. And
well, maybe you should stop by my house and have a fresh one and see.
Oh yeah! Whoa!
You're drinking September. Snap. You're drinking September over there.
Snap. Yeah. I really
get in October.
I really love the trend that I'm gonna believe that I started, but I'm sure I didn't. Of like everybody checking the batches. I mean, we did that a couple years ago. We're like investigating it. Are there different batches of Celebration? And we determined that there are at least 3 batches last year. I feel like last year at least had 3 different.
At least 3, yeah.
Very different, distinctive batches. So now I'm checking every single can for even down to the time. I've only had the same canned on the same day, but 10 minutes apart. I've had 2 6-packs that are 10 minutes apart. This is my only difference this year. And so, but I've been seeing listeners have been DMing me, like showing me their dates.
I love it.
Rad Stacey's been doing it. So I'm just like all about it. This year is a thing going on for the next few months of looking at what is
celebration watch.
Yeah, your celebration. What time was it canned? What day was it canned? What time was it canned? It's all on there.
We have a version in NORAD celebration.
Wait, what was that, Nick? Sorry, the Elon Musk was trying to stop you from talking.
Isn't NORAD the Santa tracker?
Yes, NORAD needs to come out with a celebration batch tracker.
Celebration tracker. Come on, NORAD.
So something really fun is on the Sierra Nevada website. I was actually just seeing if they had anything about the, how it's made section, but it's pretty vague about the hops and to the kettle and blah, blah, blah. And they've been making it for decades. But they have a celebration fresh hop IPA ugly sweater that you can buy.
Whoa!
Bitch on it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then
that's perfect.
Also
that's golden god money right there.
A sausage wreath recipe.
Computer, open internet.
That's golden god money right there, guys. Don't spend your own money. I will purchase Sierra Nevada ugly sweaters, celebration sweaters with our golden god money, and this is happening tomorrow.
Amazing.
Computer, order sweater.
Computer, order sweaters. Number 2,
but
order more sweaters.
It's one of the best beers, I think, on the market from a bigger brewery right now is Celebration. I mean, I think it's like perfectly right down the middle on everything. It's 65 IBUs, 6.8% alcohol. It's got that nice caramely malt. Mm-hmm. It's just a great all-around beer.
Well, does Sierra Nevada Does Sierra Nevada know how to do anything without a caramel malt?
No, I like that.
I think it's the law.
Them and Deschutes too.
It's a Chico. Yep. Deschutes wannabe Sierra Nevada.
Wow.
Way to go.
Oregon.
Does Sierra Nevada still make their porter? They do, yeah.
At the brewery. You can get it at the brewery. They don't distribute it.
They don't distro it anymore. No. Boo, that's a great
go
porter.
To Chico, bro. Or whatever the North Carolina town is.
Asheville.
I don't know.
It's funny, like I understand cutting back distribution on beers, right? It's like, hey, we make this really good beer, but it's just not doing well in the market. But we're not going to just stop making it.
Yeah.
Okay, New Belgium. Like, we're just not going to stop making it.
Yeah.
Or turn it into something completely fucking different.
I just like that. Make it something cool for the people that actually come to the brewery. Like, bro, I had the Sierra Nevada Porter at the brewery. It was rad.
I'm just ready for, can we finally get to the point of where we're at Star Trek Next Generation and I can go up to the computer food thing and say Fat Tire OG recipe and it just appears.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, AI. Yeah. Until you can do that, unimpressed with AI. Unimpressive.
That's right.
I mean,
exactly.
We're really close with the self-pouring taps, right, Stacey? Maybe, it's real close.
Oh, yeah, there was some place up in Berkeley that was a, self-serve crowler shop thing. But, the people that were going in and out of there, it looked like a shit show. I was not going to do my own crowler.
Nah. Oh, yeah, you do your own crowler here. Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
How do you crowler? I don't know. You do it. Wait, don't you own this place? Yeah, I own it, but I didn't know how to do a crowler. He didn't know. He's like, I'm not gonna learn how to crowler things. Let's make the customers crowler them. Like,
I don't know. YouTube it.
You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
he's just sitting behind the bar with a growler machine. You're like, okay, can I have the IPA? He's like, all right, go. There you go. Here's a can. Go ahead. You're like,
Tap number 23.
yeah. Like, wait, what? I don't know how to use a growler machine. Well, I don't either, bro. Why are you here?
Thought all you hipsters knew how to use a growler machine. That's why I opened this place.
All you dumb fuck beer guys know how to crowler a thing. No, man, I don't know how to crowler it. What else? The other beers you had, Stacey?
No, there wasn't. I was extremely put off on Sunday from that. So I probably had like 3 or 4 celebration palate cleansers after that.
One wasn't enough. You're like, shit, I need like 3 celebrations to cleanse. No,
it's just hoppy enough where I feel like it's like cleansing like everything.
But I had the same similar experience, but in a different way. I had a very old Central Coast beer, the Monterey Street Pale, and at the market it was on sale. 'Cause he's smart enough at the market to put like older beer on sale, and I did not check the date. We say it every week, but I didn't. But it was on sale. It was like $3.99 or $2.99 or something. I was like,
I saw those, and I did check the date, which is why I put it back.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm sure it's like maybe 6 months old tops. It's fine. I'll get 2 of them. I got 2 of them, like a dipshit. And then I got home, and they were 2022. They were like over a year old. So I'm like, all right.
I remember seeing the 2022.
I'm like, you know what? Sometimes Sierra Nevada can pull off a beer that's a year old and it's still fine. Let me see if this works. It did not work. It tasted horrible old beer, and it completely ruined me for the rest of the night. I could not cleanse my palate. I could not get it out. I could not get the old beer, old IPA taste out of my mouth. So it completely ruined the night. So like I guess I needed to have to drink a 6-pack of Celebrations before I could get my fucking palate right again.
You'll be right again. Get through that September celebration that you have, and then we'll get you some October.
Those old ass celebrations.
And you'll be even better.
Celebration. I did also have the Pinsky file from Faction Brewing. Stacey's friends at Faction Brewing. And
my besties.
It's a very good beer. Cellarmaker Brewing's 1 Foot in the Grave. That was a nice, I think it was a Halloween beer that's still good. And Pizza Port's Finding Paradise, the $2.99. Pizza Port knows how to price beer, man. So I always give it up to them for making adequate beer at good price. And Modern Times Business Oracle Imperial New England IPA. That one wasn't that good, but I had it. It was all right. It was good enough. Yes, Radsey.
Another thing about that Triple Rock Brewing Company in Berkeley is they had a triple slushy machine, and it was beer slushy deals, and one of them was like blue Tacky's flavor, and I couldn't figure out like what the fuck was going on with all of that. But they do flavors of the day, and they do these like really random weird beer and fruit pairings inside of it. And they had a Halloween themed beer called Spooky Juice.
Of course they did.
And the guy behind the bar, I was like, this was the best, actually. I asked, I said, hey, what's the deal with the Spooky Juice? It was from what I understood, it was a hazy IPA. And I was like, hey, what's the story on the Spooky Juice? Was it I assume it was your Halloween themed beer. And he said, yeah, he goes, I'll be honest, not my favorite. And I'm really just trying to get rid of it. And I'll sell it to you real cheap if you want some.
I was like wow. Being upfront about it.
Gonna go a different direction, but thanks for painting a good picture for me. It was actually kind of sad because they had some really cool merch, like, having a freaking good time, stuff like that. Because they do like a lot of cask beers and stuff, which I think is part of their fruit fly problem that they're having. Yeah, it was just kind of a mess. And when I went to go use the bathroom, one of the employees was like crying in one of the stalls. So that was a downer.
I hope
it was overall just kind of like a bummer time. Maybe it's better on a Saturday.
Yeah, you spent on the wrong day.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Nick Gady, was there something interesting you had this week you'd like to share with the class?
Today I brought my illness carried me to the weekend, so I did not drink much. But on Saturday, I finally had a couple beers, starting with Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing Giant Dippa, which is a play off the roller coaster.
Yeah. The Big Dipper.
The right? Big Dipper. The Giant Dipper.
Giant Dipper, that's what it is,
yeah. Okay beer. I think it would have been good had it not been old. It was an August production.
Damn, old beers.
And,
I mean, that goes for all of us, right? If we weren't so old.
If we weren't so old. So my first Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing beer. It was came in a tall can. I think it was. Maybe it was a 19. I don't know. I did not expect it to come in the can at a restaurant, but canned beer, tall boy. It did the job, you know. And my ATL was starting to drop, so I had to get back on the train quickly.
You just had to do it for, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, to stay fresh.
Stay fresh. Stay fresh, Golden Pony Boy.
Yeah.
We saw a concert Saturday night, and my concert beer was a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Nice.
Oh, I heard you ran into some Dorktown Network celebrity or two there.
To wait till Cheers to figure out who.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Completely random. But yes, I did run into Fresnons and Santa Cruz. And then Sunday, we did the touristy thing. We went to the boardwalk and looked at the beach, and we noticed Humble Sea has a beer garden on the wharf.
Yeah,
or so we thought.
Wait, what?
So it's either not open on Sundays or not open yet. I could not tell.
Humble Sea has their like OG spot is very near in Santa Cruz, like very near the border.
Yeah, so they're
not on it.
The actual Humble Sea is a 15-minute drive from the boardwalk. But they're opening up a satellite beer garden on the wharf, like literally on the the boardwalk is where all the rides are at, and then the pier that goes out into the water.
Right.
They're at Humble Sea is going to have a spot on the pier.
Oh, okay. That's but their spot that I went to originally years ago was like a 3-minute walk from the boardwalk and the pier and all that.
Oh, well, maybe I mapped it incorrectly then.
No, because they have another remote tap room close by, so I think maybe you're seeing that one, but maybe that other one closed. I don't know, man.
Hard to know.
We attempted to have the Humble Sea on the pier, but they were not open. Luckily, socks and sandals is the soup du jour at most places in Santa Cruz, so I was able to have a socks and sandals at one of the restaurants on the wharf.
All right. At least that you had that.
Yeah. Even though it was hazy,
was it hazy or non-hazy?
It was when in Rome. It was win and Rome situation.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna have to haze it up, babe. I'm gonna have to haze it up. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Pull the car around. Pull the car around. I'm gonna haze it.
Looks like I'm gonna have to haze it up. Like, oh, great. Good.
Cheers, 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 cheers. It's the end of the show and we're giving out some cheers. Cheers, 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 cheers.
Big cheers to our golden gods at the Perfect Pour that donate money to the show every month. They're pretty rad, so we can pay the bills. All the high cost of podcasting bill costs. The golden gods, they take care of that for us, so we don't have to worry about it. And now we're gonna buy. Wait, what was it? What am I gonna buy tomorrow for?
Ugly sweater.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna buy Sierra Nevada ugly sweaters. Woo! Pew, 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 pew. So big cheers to all the golden gods, so we can buy random weird ass merch.
Thanks, guys.
Nick, do you have some cheers?
So, yeah, since we're talking about it, we went to see Royal Blood Saturday night. And as we were, I don't know if this is an old people thing or just the way things worked out, but we got to the show early because I was super worried about getting my will call tickets.
Oh, okay.
But it worked out because we got to the front of the stage. It's general admission at the Catalyst. No seats. You just walk in and stand where you stand,
that's a small
hold your ground
place
for the next 3 hours.
Royal Blood. That is a small setting for Royal Blood. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, this was an insane show. It was not only was it it was the absolute perfect situation. It was a tiny ass club, a band we want to see, and it was cheap as hell. I think I paid $40 a ticket.
Yeah, that's like unheard of
for a band like. Yeah, this is unheard of in 2023. So we're like, okay, do we be old people and go stand in the back and hope to lean against the wall all night, or do we stay here at the front and fight all these rascally kids?
Yeah,
throwing elbows. Maybe get caught in the mosh pit. Who knows what's going to happen? But it worked out. We stayed up front and we had one hell of a night. So we're standing there like, eyes glued to the stage. When are they going to come on? And I hear Nick. And I'm like, okay, I know 6 people. They're all back in Fresno. Like, who the fuck is yelling Nick?
Who's Nick?
So I turn around and who is it? It's the Dorktown Bells.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
Bells.
I'm like, son of a bitch.
Wow.
And he was with Aaron.
Yep.
I don't know if Aaron has a nickname. Does he have a cool nickname?
No. I mean, he does,
right.
but I mean, it doesn't need it.
The best way to describe it is other longtime friend of Mikey.
Yes. Childhood friends.
Bells being number 1. So they were hanging out. They made their way to the front too. So we had quite the evening.
Doing the old mosh together.
Old mosh, yeah.
How was the show though? How was Royal Blood?
Royal Blood was fan-fucking-tastic.
Nice.
They met and exceeded all my expectations, and they even brought one killer opening band called Hot Wax. 3 girls from England who ripped it up. Like, never. I have not been impressed with an opening band in a long time. Wow. They did a good job.
So you
That's a great name too, Hot Wax.
You held your front of the stage spot the whole time?
The whole time. We were, I think I counted, there was like about 6 rows back is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Six people from me to the stage.
Right.
And we managed to maintain that the whole evening.
Nice.
You don't have any broken ribs or
No.
collapsed septum, nothing like that. Okay.
Right. No pulled spleen.
Ooh. I think my concert going days are, if they're not over, I
they're
can't.
Not over.
I don't have any.
You could, maybe you could say your GA front of the stage days are over, but your concert days aren't over.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not
plenty of
saying
very
they're
nice
over.
seats. Reasonably priced.
I'm not saying they're over like, oh my God, I wish I could go to a concert again. I just actually don't really like it that much. I really like to go see, like I like Broadway. I like shows like that, but I'm not really
you're in a little period of your life where you're going to go through that, but you'll be back.
Sad period of no live music in my life.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
I do think that it might stem a little bit from working a lot of events where I've been to a lot of live music things, and like it brings up like a bunch of anxiety. I don't know. It's like I have PTSD or something from it. Especially if you've ever done any like 805 concert things.
Yeah. We've all done an 805 show, let me tell you.
Yeah, even just talking about it, I feel my heart is like getting weird.
Any more cheers? Any more weird hearts or cheers?
Me or in general?
Yeah, you. Sure.
New untapped friend. Vegas Dawn. No.
Okay, so this person requested me also.
Well,
it's Vegas something, right? They only have one check-in.
Vegas J.
Yeah, Vegas J. Who's Vegas J?
I think I got that too. He's a legit guy then. If he requested all three of us, then it's a legit person.
And
Vegas
even
J,
in his bio says fan of Perfect Pour.
There you go. That's all you need in your bio, by the way.
Wait, really?
In your untapped bio, just put fan of Perfect Pour. Done doing bio. Bio, done. That's all Untapped needs to see. Is that you're a fan of the Perfect Pour? They're like, all right, you're cool. Yeah. So okay, Portland, Vegas J. Have we met? He did. He's listened to your sultry voice every week on the podcast.
I think it's your sultry voice.
It's all. There's a lot of sultry voices here. Not mine, but Nick and Rat Stacey. They got the sultry. I got the grading.
Oh, there's 3 hours ago he checked into Life Volume 1 barley wine from Breakside.
Nice.
When life hands you malt, make barley wine.
Wow.
Okay, I see you, like Vegas J.
He's got it. See, he's fine. He's fine.
Interesting.
Normal person. He's not going to ask you to go to a park, meet him at a park or anything.
That's so weird. Like, I didn't notice that it said fan of the Perfect Pour pod on there, but they joined July 22nd, 2017 with 4 check-ins.
Yep. And then now they're back. See, Untapped coming back, people.
Oh, man.
You better get on the Untapped bandwagon.
This is really funny. Yeah, because when I first accepted him, the only beer I saw on here was Prism Schism from Santa Adarius.
Yeah. See, no bot.
But you toasted it, Mikey T.
Yeah, I did. No bot. Yeah. No bot could do a.
No, he joined long before the bots, 2017.
Yeah.
He's pre-bot.
Pre-bot era. It's fine.
I like it. Well, thank you, Vegas J.
As in pre-bio.
Cheers. I always like to say cheers to the new friends. Cool. Yay. We're all friends. I like it.
Cheers to the listener of the show. If you share the show, talk about the show. Thank you very much. That's the only way we can grow because there's 80,000 craft beer podcasts. And by the way, I would like to see a new Apple Podcast review for us so that I could read on the show. So anybody that's not reviewed us on Apple Podcasts before, I'd really like to see a new one. I'm watching.
And we'll cheers you on that.
Oh yeah, we'll cheers you. We're always in the top 5 on Apple Podcasts, craft beer podcast. So, and one of the things that helps us stay there is you reviewing the show. So come on.
That's right. Yeah. And, cheers to Iceland, and hopefully they don't get a whole bunch of magma in their breweries.
Magma. Hot lava
and
magma.
Also, cheers to everyone who's going to be celebrating with friends, family, in any way that you want to this Thanksgiving.
As there's
a plane going overhead.
That's the FedEx jet going overhead.
Is that really?
It's either the UPS or FedEx jet.
Yeah.
At this time,
FedEx now has airdrop where they just drop your package out of the plane.
Like,
amazing. Cheers to people who want to work, because I'm trying to hire people right now and nobody wants to work. So those of you who work, cheers to you.
I'm licensed in Colorado.
So is everybody.
You need a freelance writer? I'll do some blog posting for.
Oh yeah, some funeral blog posting.
I'm qualified to drive a wagon, extended wagon.
So this is a super funny sidebar, but I was like taking something out to the trash, and the UPS guy was like pulled up right in front of our house right when I was coming out, and I think he thought that I was bringing him a package or something, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to the trash can," and he was like, "Oh, what is that?" And it was literally like a casket pillow that I was throwing away. Yeah, anyway, long story. It wasn't used, and I was like, "Oh, it's a casket pillow." And he was like, "What? Like, what do you do?" And so I told him, and then he was telling me, he's like, "Well, I'm interested in that business." And so I gave him my card, but the messages he started sending me were like inappropriate. I was like, IPAs? I don't think you're looking for a job. I think you're just being weird. He was like, "So what are you doing today?"
Like,
I'm just like,
wow.
I'm like, "No, I'm just going to block you now. That's really weird." Yeah, it was strange. He was like, "Well,
he was interested in your business."
I guess. I was like, "Oh, okay, we're good."
Yeah, I get that a lot too. I mean, I get people. I get random people hitting on me too. So it's.
Well, it's that sexy.
Yeah.
That sexy Ford Ranger that you drive with the 805.
Right. Like all the girls are like, "Wow, is that your truck?" I'm like, "Yep, bought it."
You're like, paid for 100%, no payments over here, baby.
Did you install the light bars yourself?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had help, but I mean, yeah, basically it was me. I was like, yeah. So,
I know. You have to drink all that 805 to get that many stickers?
Yeah. Like, how many 805s do you have to drink to get all those 805 stickers? Like, I know the brewer, so it's cool.
I had to go through at least 150 before I couldn't see out the back window anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
I stopped counting after that.
I know the bear and the wolf, or or the lion, or whatever the fuck they. I know them both.
Whatever you're impressed with, I know it.
I know him.
I know the investor.
Thanks for listening to The Perfect Pour. Have a great week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. If you're in the States.
Happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, we're thankful for everyone that listens to the show. Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Be good.
Yes.
But before you sit down to your meal, please.
Yes. Check your dates.
On the turkey, too. not just the beer.
No.
Including the turkey.
You think they're rotating last year's Butterballs out?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past them.
Check those Butterball dates. You want to get that freshest Butterball. You gotta get that fresh Butterball date.